I will present this morning the institute that we are representing at this conference, which is the Mofet Institute in Israel. The 30th anniversary this year of the Mofet Institute. These are the colleagues that are representing this presentation. Not all of them are physically here, but they are here in their thoughts, some of them. We have here Dr. Kali Ben Israel and Sylvia Stiglitz, who will present later on the presentation as well. The rationale for the Mofet Institute was derived by the Ministry of Education 30 years ago to develop the teacher education body and staff in Israel. We have in Israel at the moment 22 teacher educator colleges, all academic colleges that are supporting first and second degrees, undergraduate and graduate degrees. And the Mofet Institute is the central research, publication, training, and development body for the staff, the academic and the administrative staff of these teacher education colleges. The main aim is to improve the teaching profession within the educational system in Israel, and recently we are also operating abroad. The target audience are all teacher educators from sectors and minorities in Israel, teacher educators from all institutions, position holders at the Ministry of Education, Jewish communities, researchers, companies and individuals in and out of the country. Now I want to state that we have presented the Mofet Institute at various conferences all over the world. It is a unique institute, and there are very few places that offer these facilities and activities in other countries to develop teacher educators. I stress we do not work directly with teachers, but only with teacher educators. And there are various gaps to be bridged in our country that we want to serve as a multicultural body that can bridge these gaps and offer a body for discussions and seminars and development facilities. Religious gaps, minorities, cultures, seniority, socioeconomic trends, urban and rural problems, learning patterns and traditions, and obviously personal gaps that various people need to bridge. The various frames of action, and these are the main bodies of activities that we have, and we are developing every year more and more of these activities. The writing activities, there is a publication of scientific articles, books, monographs, and research studies in all areas of education and teacher education. It is the main publication of teacher education material in Israel, most of it in Hebrew, some of it in English, which obviously can be used for international bodies. Research. We encourage teacher educators to conduct research and widen the knowledge base of the profession. We view teacher education as a profession that needs to be researched and developed and published. And we view the teacher educators of the various colleges as potential researchers for this type of activity to develop the body of knowledge of education and teacher education specifically. We have encounters with colleagues. We encourage peer learning, and we have various settings for this collaborative thinking and discussions. We have seminars, we have conferences, we have workshops where the teacher educators meet either on a daily basis for various periods or one-off conferences to hear the state of the art knowledge and have continuous discussions. Professional studies, we have a school, but I was head of that school for 7 years, for professional development. And in that school, I will later on just give you a snapshot of one of the departments that we have in academic management, but we have professional development in research, in training, in computers, in writing, and these are long-term courses, 2-year courses, once a week, where teacher educators come for professional development in the field of their interest. Online environments provide opportunities for use of computers and internet as tools for teaching, learning, and training. Obviously, this is today one of the challenges of the modern education systems, and we need constant training and development in these areas. Mofet ITC is the international body of Mofet, developing courses and encounters for the international community. We have online courses, we have online university of semi-academic courses that can be taken online from obviously abroad. All of it is in English, some in Spanish, and other languages. In addition, we have the School for Professional Development of the administrative staff of the colleges of teacher education. And obviously, we think that collaboration and development of these two arms, the academic arms of the university and the administrative arms, need to be developed together, because in many academic environments, universities and colleges, there is controversy between these two bodies, academia and administrative. They fight within themselves, and we want them to collaborate and see the joint mission of the university before them. We have support centers for the colleges, an information center that promotes communication and exchange of information. Obviously online you can receive all the information that you need for teacher educators in the teacher colleges. It is all available free. We have content portals, pedagogical information that is accumulated and published on an ongoing basis. And obviously you can all enter the Mofet Institute website in English, and you can access some of this material as you like. We have a communication center aims to create an organization, professional and social culture in the teacher education system using the communications network. These are all support centers, services that Mofet as a central focal point for the teacher education colleges gives to the colleges and to the academic and administrative staff of these colleges. We are talking of over 4,000 academic staff that are being served through these various services. I would like just briefly to dwell on the program that I'm in charge of at the moment in Mofet, and this is the academic management program. This is something I discussed 2 years ago in the conference, if some of you were here. And it is a unique program. I presented it at various conferences all over the world. and it has aroused very great interest because we believe, contrary to what is prevalent in many universities and colleges, we believe that academic managers need to be trained and developed. Usually it is just a bother for department heads and so on to become managers. They are usually not trained for this, they don't have the tools, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the training, and it is not beneficial to that organization where such managers are appointed. So what we've developed, and we are entering the 15th year of the program now with hundreds of graduates. Some of them are in very senior positions already in the teacher colleges. We even have presidents of colleges that are graduates of our program. And what we want is to give them the basic management tools. It is mainly geared towards the academic staff and middle managers, academic managers, giving them the practical aspects of management in an academic environment. We try and develop the leadership and management skills, the basic generic skills that every manager needs. We view management as a profession, and then through workshop and various other tools, for example, we have lectures, workshops, guided group discussions, group projects, visits to colleges, meetings and discussions with academic managers, and practical training. We want to give them the practical implementation flavor of what being a manager really is. Not just theory, not just articles, not just books. We have that as well as one component. But the main component is through discussions and peer learning and workshops and discussions with managers who are already serving in their field as academic managers to learn more about the practical dilemmas, the practical issues, the problems, the challenges that being a manager in an academic environment really is. On the practical training component, we will hear a presentation from my colleagues in the afternoon, so I don't want to go into it at the moment. But just to summarize, the academic management program is one of the professional development programs we have at the Mofet Institute. As I was saying before, it is a 2-year program, very, very interesting and very academic oriented towards people with most of them PhD degrees. So it obviously needs to have a certain academic grounding. But on the other hand, we want to give them the practical tools of budgeting and marketing and quality management and team development and time management and so on that they need for their practical work on a day-to-day basis. So this is a very short presentation of the Mofet Institute, as I said, that is now in its 30th year and is constantly growing, and I encourage you to visit our website and see if you have interesting material there. Thank you very much.